Okay. Oh, is it better? Do you hear me now? Let me know in the chat. Normally, I feel like it's working now. Just need to check the filters to see if everything is working fine. And normally, yes, it's okay. Cool. How are you feeling, guys? Are you happy, by the way, to see me live for once? This is the first time in Legend of Mushroom that I'm doing that. Cool. And how is the quality, by the way? Do you feel like it's cool or... Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna go in the parking wars because I just woke up this morning. I tried to setting all that up and I haven't done anything in the game for now. So I'm just gonna claim everything I can and just put my mounts. I'm always using the same mounts here, by the way. Always the same to try to have more scrolls. So the Cloud Drifter, always the same. So here you have some great rewards, and this is a free one, by the way. So this is a cool one to have. This one, another great one. And every day I can have so many scrolls. This is so great, guys. I'm using this one. It's a paid one from one of the first events we had in the game last year. But that's another good one for the parking wars. Just trying to get some great coefficients here. The plus 40% is the maximum, by the way, so I'm trying to get that everywhere so I can maximize the number of scrolls I can have every day. This is very important to me. And just another one, and then I'm just gonna do my daily stuff, and then I'm gonna try my luck on the big event. The Valentines event. So maybe more people are gonna join the stream. Do I have another 40% here? Many players. Generally, I'm avoiding attacking players. I don't want them to be angry against me. Okay, so let's go here. Dino. First time I have a spot here. Let's use this one. 20% fee. Dude, this is way too much. But you're my friend, so I'm gonna put that. Hey, welcome, big fan from Brazil. What's up? By the way, let me know in the comment here if you already tried your luck on the big event and if you had something. I'm gonna try my luck later. I'm not planning to spend too much today, by the way, so I hope that I'm gonna be lucky. We are gonna see that right after I do my dailies. Here I'm out of the guards apparently, so let's... Okay, I don't have any cooldown, so I'm just gonna park my mount and I'm gonna put my defense. Can I? No, apparently it's in cooldown. Yeah, 12 minutes before I can do that again. Okay, for that, so let's go in my shroomy farm. Let's take everything. Generally, I'm always buying these 5 times a day, so I can get a bit more fruits. Let's use the premium seeds. Plant all, that's better. And use all this daily stuff. Okay. This is taking a lot of time. Generally, I'm doing that out of my videos because this is just a bit boring, but if you have any question, feel free to ask the questions in the comments so I can answer to you guys. There we go, let's do that as well. Spend a few fertilizers here, take some more fruits, and today we have the lucky spinner, so I need to spend some fruits. I'm gonna try to have the last triple S plus global HP I was missing on my previous video, by the way. I'm gonna do that right now. So let's just switch to global HP. I was stuck with that. I tried to reroll a bit more that after my video, trying to spend like 200k more fruits. but the problem is that I wasn't able to get better. I got another 75%, so let's try my luck. I need to spend a bit more fruits for the lucky spinner of the day, so let's try to get a better roll. And if I can't, I'm gonna try to stay with a triple S normal global HP. And for that, for now, okay, I got a better roll. So you know what, I'm just gonna stay with that. I'm gonna try my luck later when I will have a bit more fruits, but now I got 5% more, so it's a bit better than before. I'm using that set so I don't want to have something less effective. You know what I mean? So let's just spend my axes as always. Generally, I'm a bit lazy, so I'm using the auto mining feature. My drill and my bombs. Another bomb here, that's perfect. And let's spend that here. Nothing else remaining here. Let's claim the rewards I have here. Send some points to my husband. To my wife. This is the first time I have a wife in the game. I had 2 marriages in the past and all the time it was a boy. But here it's finally a girl, so I'm very happy, guys. Okay, let's skip that. Go in the blazing cave to do the sweeps so I can have some more medals. I will need to spend these in the shop. Because I'm always buying the same thing here. I'm always taking the soul crystals at the moment. I'm trying to get that as well, but here I'm lacking a bit of medals. By the way, let me know if you feel the same, but since we have the Snowland crisis and Grumpy is gone, I feel like we are getting less medals a day. I don't know exactly the amount, but I feel like we are getting less than before, and this is terrible for the family shop. I feel like we can buy less things every day. So generally I'm buying the Yuku fruit here, I'm buying the scroll, I'm taking that as well, the 2 keys, so I can get some more lamps and PAL coupons and skill coupons. Then I'm buying the lamps, very important to me because I can, even if it's a bit expensive, I feel like I can progress faster with my levels. And so I can get a better gear at the end. And then generally I was taking the bombs and drills, but I feel like today I'm not gonna take them because I am lacking some medals. Maybe during the day I will be able to get some more. Okay, so this is done. Let's do some donations. And now, before doing, I'm gonna do my daily quest, but right before, I'm gonna try my luck here. Try to see what can I get. I'm still trying to get my Firefly with no speeding, multiple shots, rage bonus, and shroom combo. So I'm trying that. I hope that I can be lucky for my first live in Legend of Mushroom. Hey, hello M&M. Kuya, Mr. Acta Prime English February, what is that? Mr. Bro, you are coming from the Philippines. So welcome to you, guy. You are gonna see me live if I am lucky on the avian breeding. Look at that. That was a bad luck, not the right egg. Here maybe I have some luck, and here I hope I got a legendary egg, and no, that's not the case. So let's hatch everything and let's see what I get. No speeding, but there isn't any multiple shots, so this is a salvage. Salvage that. I'm gonna salvage everything. Everything was terrible. Yo, boss. Thank you, dude. By the way, let me know, guys, if you feel the same. If you feel like this is too random to get the fixes on the avians you want. I hope that in the future, something is gonna change. Apparently, someone was trying to push something on the Discord to try to have more stuff. I'm gonna show that to you. Here, it's very hard, it's taking a lot of time when you are doing your breedings. For example, if I want to breed this one with another, let's take this one, by the way. No, I'm gonna try to find one with no speeding as well, at least. So 9 hours, because I bought the monthly card. It's taking forever. 9 hours if you want to do the 4 breedings a day, because I have the monthly card. This is too much. Someone is trying to push on the official Discord to have something more in the tech park here on the columns on the right to lower the time you need and to have more chance to obtain a legendary avian. That would be awesome. Just for a few techs, that would be great to have a bit less time and better chance to have the affixes you want on the avians you want. That would be cool. Let me know what you think about that. That's a very good idea, by the way. I love that. If I'm doing some React, I never did that. And since today, that wasn't my cup of tea. I prefer doing my own content than reacting to some others. Let's go to my mails, claim everything. I got only one of these. That was the previous event. Okay, I didn't spend too much, so... let's get some more... I got a drill. Well, let's send some love to my friends. Claim the 7-day login reward for 200 extra lamps. It's gonna make my account evolve. I got a lot of these, so you know what? Let's spend everything. Just spamming the click. That's what I do every day. Otherwise, it's taking so much time. Hopefully, we have the sweep feature. Imagine if we had to run all the fights. All the fights daily. There are already many things that are taking a lot of time in the game. Imagine if you had to do that all the time, daily, manually. That would take forever. Let's do the same for the Chrono Tower. And for the Flame Temple. Just try to check what do I get. If I can get some legendaries, that would be great. With better affixes for my class. Unfortunately, I feel like I got nothing cool. Let's do that. Get some more feathers. By the way, one more time, it's taking a lot of time today to get some feathers, and especially for the new players, if they start the game today, they are gonna take forever to get the feathers and upgrade their talents. That would be great if we could have one more time in the tech park, a talent here to increase the amount of feathers we could get, and get at least another attempt daily or weekly at least. That would be fine, that would be great. Today we have only one thing here in the Parking Wars shop, and that's the weekly card to get an extra attempt, and it costs way too much. 250,000. To me, this is not right to do that. Very expensive, and same for the avians, we have that, but I'm never taking that because that's very expensive, and if you're buying that, you're just reducing the time to breed avians, but you are wasting your parking coins because you could spend these to buy some more decorations and get a few more stats. So I don't recommend to do that. This is terrible. I'm never taking the other things, by the way. I'm never taking the books. This is very expensive too. I prefer saving everything to buy only the decorations. This is way better in my opinion. Oh, okay. That was recent. I mean, you did that a few days ago. That's something that we all need to work on as fast as we can. If we complete the Dark Trials very fast, very early in the game, then we can maximize our feathers, and this is something cool. And I was very late on that, and because of that, I'm missing a lot of feathers. I mean, if I compare my feathers with other players, I'm missing a lot in comparison, because they were able to farm that way early. Yesterday. Good job, dude. That's amazing. That's amazing. So here, I did something bad in my opinion on the feathers, because I've always played a Plymouth class and I was feeling like increasing my attack was the best thing to do, and this is why I decided to go all the way on the attack here. But in fact, today I regret that, because if I want to switch to a tanky class, then I will need some more HP and to lower my attack, but because of that mistake, I can't really do that. So I'm forced now to wait. I didn't lose anything, just time. So I need to repair that, and for that now I need to spend all my feather coins on the HP. I recommend to balance the stats here. I'm sorry, dude. I can't translate that directly, so I don't understand what you said in the chat. If you can go on Google and translate what you want to say, maybe I can try to answer. So my talents here, maybe I can upgrade a bit my attack. I feel like I was missing something somewhere. Maybe not on that set. This is my PvE set, so I don't care about upgrading that for now. I have all of my offensive build. You started the game in August last year. Okay, So you missed like 2 months, I think? You suck at PvE. What are you saying? Why are you saying that? Are you struggling in campaign or in any other content? What content, by the way? Let me know in the comment. Because every content is different. Hope I get a new bow. You have a lot of hope, dude, because as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I'm not planning to spend too much today. I feel like I'm just going to spend my remaining gems to try my luck, and I'm not planning to spend anything else. In the campaign, there is something cool in the campaign. Do you have that back accessory here? This one is very cool for the campaign. Wait. No, you're just gonna reduce the attack speed, not the movement speed. There is a better one in my opinion for the campaign. Let me check. You can play with two different things. You can try to reduce your the movement speed of the enemies, but unfortunately you have nothing with the back accessories to do that, but you can try to reduce the damage you take. And for that, I feel like this one is cool. If you have it, you're gonna have an extra shield and 30% more defense. But the thing I would recommend is to have some more shields with this one. You have some cooldown reduction so you can get your skills more often, or increase your damage. With the back accessories, it's maybe the best thing to do. Or if you have the alien dimension, you are going to reduce by a lot the damage you take, but you are free to play. You are free to play, so in that case, the best thing to do in the campaign is to reduce the movement speed of enemies. And for that, you need to use that skill here. You know, I'm using that even with my pay-to-win account. The Vines, the Thorn Thicket, I think is the name. Try to use the Thorn Thicket. The more you reduce the movement speed of the waves, the better. You are missing my videos from IMR. You know, in fact, if you want to know the truth, if you want me to be transparent, I'm missing the experience I had on Infinite Magic Raid, but in fact, I had some issues with the studio, and they are doing many things bad, DH Games. So I decided to stop. I decided to stop playing the game, even if I was in love with the game, and I can't wait to have another similar game in the future. This is exactly the kind of game I love to play. This one is very cool too, but it's different. And I know that many players love Infinite Magic Raid types of games, and this one is different. But this one is pretty refreshing too. This is an idle game, you don't have many things to do, but you have so much customization on your stats and stuff like that, that it's pretty refreshing. And especially, of course, I'm going to be transparent, but this is even better when you are spending in the game, because you can have a lot of items. And the thing is that when you have a lot of items, you can switch between the items and try many different combinations, and this is very good. This is very good, but you need to spend so much in that game. Sometimes it feels a bit ridiculous, but hey, this is as every gacha game. They are all based on spendings. It's pretty good so far. And so I was saying that if you want to reduce the movement speed of the enemies, this is the best way to deal with the waves in campaign. And then if you want to, you can do the same on bosses, because most of them, if I show you, I'm not going to be able to beat this one because I don't have the right build equipped, but they are going to struggle to reach you, and so you will have more time to deal some damage. And as you can see, I'm able to stun them with my avian. I don't have any stun rate on my character, but maybe that avian can be great for you to have more chance to beat enemies. And I'm talking about Michelle, because every time you are going to have some chance to stun the target, and it can be very good, very good. But wait, I'm maybe saying a mistake, because you need to take some instances of damage. So the stun is coming from me and not from that avian, in fact. Sorry, forget about what I said, that was stupid. I was able to stun the target with only 3% stun. That's pretty weird. No, I'm not coming from the Quebec. Je viens de la France. Je suis français, si tu veux savoir. I'm coming from France. What do you think about the new bow and the new back accessory? You know what? Let's just go in the event and let's just talk about them. So, what is the lucky event? Heavenly Grace? No, this is not. This is just something on which you want to spend with your friends. This is the Battle Pass. No, this is the Battle Pass. The Draconic here. Okay, so this is the new bow. I've just read that, and so far I don't think this is a good artifact. If you want me to be honest, you're gonna have less cooldown on the Clone Strike skill, 10% less. I don't feel like it's gonna change many things. By the way. You know what? I'm gonna try to edit the live, maybe to do a video. It's gonna take me a lot of time, but I feel like it's gonna be better. But yes, you are gonna be able to see the rediffusion of the live. Tu pourras voir la rediff du live, je vais la laisser, ouais. I spent $300. Yeah, that's a lot, and you were able to get the artifacts within $350. That's an amazing luck. So, on that bow, you are getting 10% less cooldown on the Clone Strike, final energy regen speed, so I feel like this is a real 10% at the end. The Clone Strike, by the way, this is only one special skill. This is the clone here. Yeah, this is the Clone Strike. First of all, you have 29 seconds of cooldown, so when you are using that in PvP, I don't feel like it's a good skill, to be honest. It depends on the situation, maybe. If you are using a tanky build, your clone is gonna survive longer. But if you are facing a warrior class, you are gonna proc more counter strike and you are gonna take more damage, you are gonna die faster. So the Clone Strike today, it very depends on the class, but it's not a good skill to use in PvP in my opinion. So reducing the cooldown by 10% can be useful in PvE in my opinion. But outside of that, I don't feel like it's a good thing to have. So let's go back in here. No, this is not there. So this is there. Okay, so 10%, and then you all become bound with your clone for 3 seconds every 10 seconds. And during that period, you can't use any basic attack, combo counter, or active skill. You are like stunning yourself. So I don't feel like this is something cool. Of course, you're gonna have 20% more damage resistance, and you will have some more crit rate and final crit damage on your pal, summons, and like crit rate, so your clone is gonna deal more damage as well. Maybe it's something to use on the pal class though, because you are not the main resource of damage, the main source of damage, but your pals are here to deal the damage for you. So if you can enhance your pals, maybe you're gonna have more damage, and it might be interesting if you're using that. But so far, I haven't noticed anything good for with the pal class. You are not dealing any damage at all with your pals, so I don't think that it's gonna change many things. Je suis heureux que tu parles français, mon frère. Thank you. I'm happy to talk French too. This is my first language, so I'm female. It's pretty lol. If you say so. It's cool to see some of both sex in the game, you know, male and females. Because today, even today, how do you say that? I feel like there are many men playing video games, and today we have more women that are playing video games, and this is pretty cool in my opinion. Even my girlfriend is playing a lot of video games, and this is cool. Sometimes I can talk about video games with her, and this is pretty cool in my opinion. Between us, have you played the game? Is okay if you don't want to answer. What game are you talking about, Kenny? Maybe I have to go up in the comments. You saw the video? No, I don't know what game you are talking about. If you come back to Infinite Magic Raid, you have to make a lot of builds videos. There is many people that don't know how to make builds, and I know every build I have is from you, Rox. You know, I feel like there is a difference between them and me. You have some players, content creators, that are just trying to grab some information on internet or on Discord, Reddit, and stuff like that. In my case, you are gonna say that I am on the life, but I am spending all day long trying different things. This is what I did on Infinite Magic Raid, and this is what I'm doing on Legend of Mushroom. I'm trying to get my own experience and to give that to you. And when I'm trying stuff, you know, today I'm trying everything to beat the tanky players in PvP. And this is something very hard. It's taking so much time. You know, I'm just going here in PvP and I'm like, I'm gonna try that, you know? I'm going here, I'm asking a player to switch his build so I can face a very tanky build, and I'm going to practice. I try one time, I just see the result, I switch maybe one back accessory, I'm trying that again, then I'm trying another, and I'm repeating that. It's sometimes I'm trying different things during 1, 2, or 3 hours in a row, and you know, sometimes I'm getting a bit mad about doing that, but then I can find some results, and when I find something working well, I'm pretty proud of me. And finally, after 3 hours of trying things, I can finally find something useful and make a video talking about that. So this is how I work. I like you doing this vid where there is live chat. We can ask you live about things we don't understand. Keep making more. I will try. I will try to do some more, because yes, I agree with you, it's a bit more entertaining when I'm doing that. A love sword. I'm not sure what you said. Oh, you were talking about the game Sword of Convalaria? So I'm missing a few things. I need to go in PvP, by the way, and do a few challenges to complete the daily quest. The regen archer build. If you want to know, I'm currently working on that. In fact, at the moment I'm playing that class, the Sacred Hunter, for 2 reasons. The first one is that skill. After a critical hit, I'm gonna increase my attack by 40% for 1 second. So I'm trying to have a nice amount of crit rate, okay, to proc that effect. Because the goal with my build is to deal some damage based on max HP, and the more the attack I can have, the more the damage I'm gonna release at the end. So this is very important to me. Then the second thing is that skill. Basic attacks deal extra damage equal to 1% of the target's current HP. And this is very effective in PvP versus tanky builds, because today they have so much HP that, in fact, just the more they have, the more the effective is that class. And there is something more with the main skill here. I'm gonna cast that every 15 seconds. And during 4 seconds, enemies won't be able to regen their skills. They are just gonna stop the cooldown. So this is very effective in PvP, and that build is working well, even if you reduce the combo damage and the crit damage, and this is something that I'm trying to do. Here, as you can see, I have a lot of HP because I also try to have a lot of regeneration on that build, and I try to balance my damage, crit damage, attack and basic attack damage, so I can do some damage based on max HP and damage based on combos. And I'm trying to increase my survivability, and for that, I'm working on my build here. So if I show you my gear plan, if I change to counter regen, this is the build I'm currently trying. But this is not perfect because I'm missing some pieces of gear with the combo and regen. I have some with the combo regen, but I also have some with counter regen. So my build is not perfect at the moment. If I show you, I have like 61% crit rate, 36% combo, 33% counter strike. So you know this is not the right thing to have. But I have a pretty high amount of regeneration when I equip the right things, because here it's not the case. Instead of doing that, you know, I'm gonna show you directly. I'm going to preset. I'm just gonna take my warrior build. This is the one I'm using for the defense in PvP. And is it the good one? 7.2% regeneration. But as I said, this is not perfect at the moment. I'm missing a lot of stats here. I don't have the right pieces of gear. On this one, I have crit regen, counter strike regen, counter regen, crit regen, and you know, sometimes I will have some combo regen, and it's balanced between all the stats, but this is not what I recommend to go for. So I am still trying to get the right build, combo regen, but I need time. I need time. I'm not lucky on the pieces of gear I drop, so I still need to try that. Suitable for which career? What do you mean? Can you reformulate your sentence? I don't understand what you mean. So let's go in PvP. I need to do a few challenges here. This is just to complete the quest for the event, and then I'm gonna try my luck. So let's just try to get a few more lamps. And here, by the way, I'm trying things. I'm trying the coin bomb to try to increase my basic attack damage during the fight and deal some more damage based on max HP. This is something work in progress. I don't feel like it's the best thing to do, but I need to try more. Okay, so this is done. I did that as well. Maybe I need to switch to the campaign build so I can kill enemies in behind in the campaign, and it's gonna help me to complete the quest. And by the way, I haven't checked that yet. So you have the return of the banana. The red banana, you have some keys here. Yeah, $20 to get the red banana. By the way, I'm not using it anymore. Maybe I should if I wanted to increase a bit more my combo here with the regen build. That might be a good idea. But here I was using that, and I feel like I have more damage when I'm using that at the moment. One more time, I have many things to try. I will need to open some lamps to complete the quest. Just a few lamps and it should be okay. So now time to go here. Let's check the different things. You have the group buys here, so you need to spend with other players. Okay, we already had that event one time in the past. So you can join a group already existing or start a group. I'm just gonna try to join one. Okay, there is no group at the moment, so I'm forced to start a new group. I hope that other players are gonna join me. For now, I just need to spend some red diamonds to get a few extra rewards. I love when we have this kind of stuff. And no group existing here neither. So let's go there. And just need to wait until other players are coming. Maybe you can share that in the chat. I'm gonna spam that in the chat. Maybe players are gonna come. For 1 gem, can get all of these. This is very cool for 1 gem only, by the way. Start the group buy. Do we have some? There is someone. Join the group, spend that directly, 1 gem only, and this is cool. Here, I don't care about getting that. 5 gems, I don't want to spend that. You have that for 10 gems and that for 20. I don't care about that. I'm not gonna spend that. The new back accessory and weapon is for PAL class. This is what I thought. This is what I thought, yes. Let me go back in here. Let's check again. Yes, as I was saying, you can have the clone strike, but today it's more for your defense. So if you're using that versus a warrior class, you are gonna just proc more counters on the target and take more damage. But if you're facing another class, it can be interesting, especially for PvE, by the way, to have less cooldown on the clone. So maybe you can have a bit more damage versus bosses in PvE, such as the lava behemoth, for example. And here, you will just lose some damage with your character because you are gonna get like a stun for 3 seconds every 10 seconds, and you won't be able to deal any basic attack combo and counter active skills. So this is not efficient for any class in the game unless you are playing the PAL class, and you can deal some more damage with the PALs. By the way, during these 3 seconds, you are gonna take less damage because you get 20% more damage resistance. This is cool, but yeah, you get some more damage with the PAL classes. But the pals today are limited, they can't do a lot of damage, so I don't recommend to use that. This is not going to be efficient in my opinion. Then you have the back accessory here. After the battle starts, you get 5% more attack, 8% more attack speed, 8% energy regen speed, and 8% pal attack speed for 20 seconds. In team dungeons, the effect increases by 50%. And this is shared with allied characters. Allied characters, I don't really know what it means. Maybe with the other players playing with you, and in that case it can be good for the Cloud Ascension Trial or the Ruined Ancient City. I don't know if allied characters work for the pals. Maybe it does. Does it stack with the Carpet Double clone? I think yes. I think it works. Because it's working for all your clones and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that it's gonna work. And by the way, No, I was about to say it's gonna work with the side artifact, but in fact, it's probably not the case because you need to equip the artifact if you want it to work, and if you equip this one, it means that you can't use this one, right? Sometimes I feel really stupid. Skill, crit, counter-strike, no thank you. So let's go back in here. And we have the price selection. We have the return of the Beast-Roll Bow and the 1000-fold Pagoda. This one is one of the best to deal some damage based on max HP. So the more the HP the target has, the more the damage you are going to do. And by the way, using this one, you can also increase the cooldowns of the target. So this is a pretty good one to use if you want to deal some damage based on max HP on the target. The Beast Roll Bow is still one of the best one if you are going offensive in PvE. In PvP today, it's a pretty good one, but not versus tanky players. I feel like this is not the right way to go today. And by the way, let me know if you want to spend the amount of money to get one time the guarantee to obtain the main artifact and then spend another guarantee to obtain the secondary artifact. I don't know why they are still doing that today. This is the most ridiculous thing we have today. Hit 2 guarantees to obtain the artifact you want here. This is ridiculous. If at least we could select the one we want directly on the first guarantee, that would be less expensive, but I don't know. I don't know if many players are doing that, by the way. Maybe very, very big whales, but I'm not doing that. I did it one time only because I was very lucky to obtain the first artifact within a few draws only, so it wasn't very expensive to me to obtain the second artifact, but this is ridiculous in my opinion. Too expensive. So here, we don't care about that. There, these are the currencies you need if you want to participate in the lucky event. You can acquire some daily, 1 more daily and 3 extra at the end. I'm gonna decide buying that on the day number 7, I think. If I'm missing some things, I'm gonna try that later. You was in my beauty server contest, a beauty contest server. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I don't remember about all the players who are with me in the different servers because I'm talking with many different people, so it's very hard to me. Oh, you never obtain any artifact. You are playing since the beginning of the game in March 2024. In fact, I need to be real, but if you are free to play on these events, you can have maybe like 50 draws maximum during the week. 50 draws, it never happened to me to have any artifact within 50 draws. I mean, the earliest I could get was within 300 draws, I think, or maybe 250, something like that. So that was very lucky though, but in 50 draws, I would kill to see someone getting an artifact within 50 draws, even within the 100. If you know someone who was able to get that within 100 draws, send me a picture on Discord. I'm gonna share that. That would be awesome to see that. I don't think it ever happened, but who knows, maybe it already happened to someone. So then we have the battle pass here, the return on this one. This one is one of the best pals to have today, if you are going with a lot of crit damage. The final crit resistance reduction is amazing to beat tanky players in PvP, because today they go with a lot of crit resistance. Generally they have all above 2500, and reducing by 8% the final crit resistance is something very cool. So I'm gonna take that. The 2 columns here. There you go. You are paid too fast and only have the hammer. Yeah, because the hammer is on a lucky spinner. Unfortunately, this is the only one we can have through a lucky spinner, and this is less expensive than the others. Because at least you can save your currencies and someday you can have enough to pull it on a guarantee if you are not lucky. Lucky spinners are great events in comparison with these main stream events in which you are forced to spend if you want to have the items. You are mostly free to play, but you spent one time for an event and it was a Thanksgiving event and you got only the mount for $100, and the turkey mount is not the best one. Unfortunately, you have so many better options today. But there is another issue. Like, we had so many events since the beginning of the game, and these events are never returning to the game. And so it's very hard today to have an old mount or an old artifact or an old back accessory. That would be cool if, you know, some day to day they could design a new kind of event in which we can acquire the old items with a promotion, you know, less expensive than on the first day when they came out. That would be cool. Because we had so many today that it's very difficult to obtain them. They are never returning. Is Shadowhunter good at dealing damage to Behemoth? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. With the same build between my Plume Monarch and my Shadowhunter, I had like 1/10 of the damage with my Shadowhunter. So this is very, very different. The Shadowhunter is going to release way less damage than the Plume Monarch. And this is coming from the extra bullets you can throw when you are using the Plume Monarch. It deals a very high amount of damage in comparison with the skills provided by the Shadowhunter. I'm working on getting the hammer. You have 200 coins. 200 coins if you want to be sure to obtain the hammer. You can get like a 42 per week. So it's gonna take maybe 6 weeks, something like that, if you want to save to get the 500 coins. So you need to be patient. Never try to draw if you don't have close to the 500. Otherwise, you will regret that, especially if you are not spending in the game. What would be cool is to revamp old items and bring them back. Yeah, I agree. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. There are many items that are very efficient today. I mean, if you can have the alien dimension, that would be great. Like, if you wanted to get the alien dimension when we had the event, if you were not lucky, you needed to spend like $250 in total, something like that. This is generally the price to obtain the back accessory, the secondary item. It could be great if these old items could return and cost less money, like $100. That would be profitable for both the players and the development team, because they could get some extra money and you could get the old items with spending less. So that would be great, but I don't know why they are not doing that. Always gotta roll the 40 and pray. Yeah, we always got to pray, especially if you're free to play. You have only one chance on 1000 to obtain the artifact, so 40 draws. This is very, very hard. But if it happened to you someday, send me a picture so I can share that with players. There are two things, Yume, that I wish they could do. The first thing, as you say, I would love to have something better to reset the class. Because first of all, it's very expensive, 4,000 diamonds, or you need to buy the scrolls, but who is doing that? I mean, I'm a content creator and I'm testing that so many times. I'm wasting my red diamonds because this is just unaffordable. Let's be honest, it's so expensive to buy these scrolls within the different shops. I'm never doing that. And I'm wasting all my red diamonds to switch the class, and all the time when you want to do that, you need to awaken again. It's taking some time, it's taking some resources, and this is not very friendly. And the second thing is the souls. Oh my god. This is the only thing in the game where we don't have any sets, any pre-selections. And I would kill to have that. Because most of the time when I'm trying things, I'm always switching the things and I'm wasting my red diamonds as well. Because when you want to reset your immortal souls, you need to spend your red diamonds. And this is ridiculous. That would be awesome to get a new set here, because we could go with a tanky build and we can, in the preset, change, have a different selection here, and go more offensive. But unfortunately, if you want to do that all the time, you need to switch. And if you want to do that daily, maybe because you are using a defensive build in PvP, in Arena, you need to come back here, reset all your souls to your offense, and then reset them again to go back to your defense. This is ridiculous. Buy the new thing now. You mean you want me to buy the new artifact directly? because I want to buy it too. Yeah. You know, I've already spent a lot during the month, and I was saying during the video that I wasn't planning to spend in that video. I have 150 gems. I'm gonna spend my gems on the event, and I'm gonna stop here after that. You have a Samsung, and there is a Google Play Cash Rewards app that gives surveys that I use to get small amounts of free gems. Oh, really? I don't know about that. I'm playing on an emulator and I've never seen that event. Okay, so my goal was to go here, complete the daily quest. I think that it's over. So now I can claim these. And I need to share the game once. There we go, the game is shared. High power. Skill and stun. This is something that I'm saving on another gear, so let's just switch to that. Equip that. Sell the old one. Start again. Go back in here. And this is my tanky build. What is... No, the campaign build, so I need to go with combo and crit. Go back in here. Claim the share reward. I share the game. Of course I did. So this is the mini game. The mini game we have for that series of events. One of the worst and time consuming events we've ever had in the game. I hate this one. I hate this one. And by the way, this is how it works. So you need to do stuff like that and then submit. It's so much time consuming. I hate that event. Then you need to click here and you need to wait until it drags and drops the items in the sales. I hate that. It could be way better if we could refill directly all the sales, but in fact it's not the case, so you can't do that. And because of that, it's taking forever. But I know that here in the chat, you love that kind of event, so I'm gonna do that in live. Just for you guys. It's called Rewards and it's an Android app. Okay, so you get... the more you spend, the more you get. Yeah. I know this kind of event, so let's call that events. And you know, it's a kind of similar thing with Aptoide, but you get some cashback directly that you can reuse after. So generally, I recommend to use only Aptoide. I don't feel like it's more interesting to go directly and buy stuff on the website of the game or buy stuff with Google Play, because that's the case. If you want to have these extra stuff, you need to spend through the Play Store, and you are getting some extra things. But you are wasting some money, because with Aptoide, you are getting more cashback, and it's more interesting to spend with Aptoide, in fact. This is what I think. And this is why I'm always doing that with Aptoide. And by the way, there is another thing, guys. When you are spending with Aptoide, you are also supporting my channel. I get a percentage of every spendings that you are doing. So thanks to that, I can spend more in the game and I can try more artifacts. And thank you so much every time you are using my promo code Mushroom2 return on the other side here, Mushroom2. Am I stuck? No, I am stuck. There is nothing I can do here. I can't send anything here. I need to... This is the first time on this kind of event that I will need to sell something. Terrible, guys. So I have another cake. Let's do that. Yeah, Aptoide is good if you are using real money, yes. Yeah, you are getting free stuff just because you are completing a survey. This is what you think. This is what you are saying. So maybe you can do that, complete the survey, get your extra stuff, and then whenever you want to spend, go back on Aptoide. Sell them. Yeah, I was forced to sell them. This is the first time it happened to me, by the way. How much do I need to reach if I want to obtain some extra rewards? 16,000 if I want to get these. It seems buggy. I can't scroll down. What is happening? Not very effective, right? 52k, so this is something that you need to complete all the time to get some extra rewards, because I already know that. You are spending all your things here, all your stamina, it's taking forever, and then you finally get something, but it's taking a very, very large amount of time. Open the chest. You mean that chest? I'm opening the chest. Or this one. What are you talking about? Calculations, if Aptoids return more or the website top up give more. Yeah, I did that. And I got just a few more with Aptoide. This is almost equivalent, but you get a bit more with Aptoide. The thing is that with Aptoide, you can spend one time and you are not... when you are spending on the website, you are getting some extra promotion the first time you are buying a pack, and then generally you are getting less money when you are less things in the game when you are spending on the website. With Aptoide, you are always getting the cashback, the same cashback, and over time you'll get more experience on Aptoide, you are getting more levels, and you are getting more cashback. So I feel like it's better to spend with Aptoide. What do you think about the combo regen archer build? I'm currently working on that. I don't know if it is very, very efficient. You have many things to have on the avian to work with the combos, and with the regen you can survive long. And if you want to use that, maybe it's interesting to go with the Sacred Hunter so you can do some damage based on max HP, and this is probably the goal of the class. This is not a bad idea to go with the combo regen. I'm working on that. I'm lacking some pieces of gear. And once I will have the right pieces of gear, the full combo regen build, I'm gonna try that more and do another video talking about it. But for now, I have no luck on the pieces of gear I dropped, so I just need to wait. Oh, dude, that event sucks a lot. No, this is not the same. Let's put this one here. This is boring, guys. In the game, use Aptoide and use promo code mushroom2. Thank you for the ad. Gogito ergo sum. I don't know what you're talking about. So let's complete a bit more stuff here. I got that weapon. There we go. Fine. Clicking on that chest is taking forever, guys. Look at that. You just can't spam the button. You have to wait for the end of the animation. Okay, so let's do that. I can submit these two. Let's see if I can claim some things. I need at least a 16,000. I'm gonna try to get the 16,000 and then I'm gonna stop there. I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough to get the 16,000 here directly. Please just open the chest. That chest? I feel like I don't understand, dude. Maybe I just don't know how to... Oh, you mean that chest? I was feeling like it was another resource. I didn't pay attention to that. Another submission. I need the potion. The chest in the tile. Yeah, that was on the tile. But sometimes, dude, I am blind. So you need to say me everything in detail, so I can find what you're talking about. Okay, another submission. Let's do these. So I have the ingots, I have the weapon. And I got that chest too. Whoa, 40 extra red diamonds. The best reward ever. I need some extra boots and another weapon. So I got the weapon here and another potion. Boring. This is the name of the minigame. Let's do that. Only a few stamina left, so I'm not even sure to reach the 16,000 though. Can I do something? Yes. Got the potion. Who do I think is the strongest family? On my server? European server, you mean? I feel like mine is the strongest one at the moment. But I'm not sure. In fact, it depends. We have the strongest power, the highest power, I mean. But I feel like sometimes it very depends on the luck in the family brawl. Depending on the lane we decide to put our players on, it depends on some luck here on the towers. But we are a pretty strong family. I feel like we have the ranking here. You know, in terms of power, we are way above the others. But when we are facing other families, I feel like we are not the strongest at all. There are some families with very strong players, and if they have the strongest players in the game, then they are gonna destroy us. It depends on the server. Across server, the family, yeah, we are top 2 at the moment, but I don't know about that, to be honest. Yeah, but I would say that there are maybe 3 or 4 stronger servers. We can feel that through the different crossover events, such as the parking wars and stuff like that. Sometimes we are having a very, very hard time, and if you check, we are not really often in the top. There are many other servers above us, so I don't know. Then it's about the servers here, not only the family, but I don't know. I don't feel like we have the strongest family in the game. We have very strong players, though. Check the rankings in the brawl. The ranking here. The family ranking. Yeah, but this is... You don't have all the families here, right? And we are top 3 at the moment. It depends. During the week, it might evolve. Okay, so you know what, guys? I am a bit fed up about the other events. This one, I'm not planning to do that, to continue doing that. Otherwise, it's just gonna take forever, and this is boring. You can write in the chat, this is boring. If they will bring Digimon to global, I will love. I'm a big fan of Digimon, and that would be great to have that, but I don't feel like they are gonna have that collaboration, to be honest. When we had the previous one, I thought that they would release the collaboration with Digimon, but in fact, it wasn't the case, and that was another good one, but yeah, I would love to have Digimon, but I don't feel like we are gonna have that on the global servers. Here I can spend some of these, get nothing more for now. And let's go. What is that, by the way? I can... Okay, this is the shop. I can buy some of these using my diamonds. We have a costume, by the way. I like the design. And I feel like it's gonna give, as always, like 1% global defense. We can see the costumes here. This is the new one. Yes, 1% global defense. We have this one as well. No, that's an old one. I just don't have it. 1% global defense. Yeah, I'm waiting for it too. A new collaboration. I feel like it's gonna start like next week, something like that. I don't really know what is the collaboration though. So, 32 free draws. Do you think I can get the artifact within 32 draws? Imagine if it can happen. If it could happen, that would be awesome. So, it's time to spend my money, guys, with Aptoide. No, I'm joking. I'm not planning to spend today. I'm just going to spend my my gems. But, you know, I'm working with Aptoide, and it means that sometimes during the week on my videos I have to do the promotion for Aptoide, and so for the players who want to spend in the game, you need to use Aptoide. This is the equivalent of the Play Store and the App Store, but they are taking less fees at the end, and they are giving you some cash back on every purchase. So for example, if I want to buy that pack, I have enough gems so I can buy it directly spending my gems, but if I go in the shop here, if I try to buy a bigger pack, for example, this one for $300, just need to wait until you have the pop-up. So this is what you pay, $350, which is very, very expensive. And for every purchase you do in the game, you are getting some cash back. Here, for example, I would get $73 euros if I was spending that, and I could reuse that later. Okay, so when you are using Aptoide, make sure that you are also using my promo code mushroom2 as written on the right of the screen. You are going to have 5% extra cashback, and you are also supporting my channel because I'm getting a percentage of every spendings in the game using my promo code mushroom2. So thank you to everyone who is using my promo code. Today, I'm not planning to spend. Don't feel like forced to spend all the time. This is just a game after all, so if you can't get something because you're not lucky enough, don't try to spend more. Because I already showed that on my previous video, because even when you are trying to buy things, you are not guaranteed to obtain things. So you might spend $500 thinking that you are going to be lucky enough to obtain the artifact, but maybe you are just not going to get the artifact. And then you are going to feel like, oh, I'm closer to the guarantee. I already spent 500, so you know what, let's spend an extra 100 and I'm going to get it. You just, how do you say that? Fail into the game, okay? You are just spending just more money because you feel like it's worth it, but in fact it's not always worth it. So make sure that you are that you know about what you are doing when you are spending in the game. You have a horrible orangey. We are gonna see if I have a horrible orangey today too. Okay, so I'm gonna take the biggest pack. Okay, this is something that I recommend to do. One time the biggest pack. It depends. When you are a big spender and if you want to acquire the artifact, one time the biggest pack, and then you can adjust buying like 1-2 times the this one for $50, and then if you still don't have the things, you are getting closer to the guarantee and you can adjust buying other things. Never buy the other things directly, because if you buy all the small packs, then when you're gonna get closer to the guarantee, you are gonna like just a few to hit the guarantee and you will be forced to spend another $100 pack. And doing that, you are wasting sometimes some money, but this is available, this is right for the big spenders only, okay? Also make sure everyone hits that like button. Oh yes, I forgot to say that. Make sure to hit the like button, guys, please. This is to support the channel. You are failing for the bait and hook type of content if you spend more than you can. Yes, you are absolutely right. Yo, you're late. You're not really late, guy, because I'm just gonna start the draws. I just talked about many different things and I'm just gonna start the draws now. I'm just preparing and buying things. So for now, I have 172 draws, and I'm gonna get more with the battle pass, okay? So let me remind you the race before I draw. You have like a 0.15% chance to obtain the crystal. It's great when you don't have all your immortal souls, so you can no, it has nothing to see with the immortal souls. What am I saying? It's still great if you don't have the awakened seals on your character, so you can unlock your awakening on your class. So you need 6 different, and then you're gonna have more stats and stuff like that thanks to the scrolls. So it's great to try your luck at least to get these if you are a spender, so you can awaken your seals and get way more power. Otherwise, after that, once you have all your seals awakened, you can get 20 scrolls every time you get an extra of the stone. 0.1% chance to obtain the grand prize. So 1 chance on 1,000. So if you can be very lucky to obtain that before the guarantee, let me know in the chat. I love when I see other players getting that, being lucky on these events. This is very, very cool. And I hope that it's gonna happen to me today. First time I'm streaming for this kind of thing, so I hope that I'm gonna be lucky. This could be great. Could I still get the Awakening Crystal free to play? Of course you can. On these events, you have more chance, double the chance to obtain the crystal than the artifact. So maybe with some free draws, you can obtain that. Oh, and there is a way to obtain that for free in the crossover arena shop. Just need to go here, and when you go in the shop, you can buy some here weekly. One weekly for 2,000 medals. You acquire some doing your battles daily, and every 3 days after the end of every season in the crossover ranked match event. And this is something that I'm buying daily, weekly, even with my advanced account, because then every week I can get 20 extra scrolls and way more stats thanks to that. So back in here, then you have like a 0.25% chance to get the back accessory here, and a 1% chance to get the other things. You have the limited rewards and you have the grand prize. The limited rewards, you have that guarantee to hit that. So you are forced every time you hit the guarantee here to get a limited reward, but you have more probabilities to obtain the souls and the mount empowerment gears than getting the pack accessory directly. So generally, this is why you are hitting the guarantee, you are getting the mount empowerment gear, the 2 ones, and then the souls, and finally at the end on the next guarantee, you are getting the mount or the back accessory. Enough talk. Here we have the guarantee, so keep an eye on that so we can see if I am lucky or not. And I hope that I'm gonna be lucky and get the artifact, just for the extra stats. Because as I said, I don't think that this is a good artifact unless you are playing a pal class. And even the pal class today, if you can get a bit more damage on your pals, I don't think that it's gonna be powerful, because let's be honest, the pals are doing absolutely no damage today. So without further ado, guys, write some luck in the chat. I am starting the draws with the first 10 pulls. And I got nothing for now. That was expected. Imagine on 10 draws to get the top reward. That would be crazy, guys. Okay, nothing here neither. Let's continue. 60 draws before the next guarantee. I'm at 50 now. Let's go! Hey, Mark Nicole, write some luck in the comment. I was able to cut the guarantee one time, so I got the mount empowerment gear. 1% chance to obtain that, so a bigger chance to obtain this one instead of the costume and the back accessory. Let's continue and pray to cut multiple times the guarantee, so within my few draws I will get the back accessory at least. Which means a bit more global stats. Okay, no cut for now. Still no cut. I already got the costume, guys. Pretty cool, right? So I was able to get it before the end. I mean, before the guarantee. I don't remember. Where is the guarantee on the costume? Is it at 300, something like that? Yeah, 350 draws, so I was lucky on that. But now I need to have the same luck for the artifact. So let's continue and cross my fingers. Nothing. It seems like I'm gonna hit the guarantee here. The full guarantee. You don't like the costume. I like it. I do like it. Okay, so let's spend 1 to reach the guarantee. And maybe I will have the back accessory behind. Or just another soul crystals or mount empowerment gear. Mount empowerment gear. Let's continue with the 10 draws, and then I'm gonna have to refill a bit. Nothing more for now. 171 draws. So let's go on the battle pass. Spend all of these. And claim more... How do they call that? Oath sword. Okay. So let's spend some more swords. Only 41 more. This is not a lot, but maybe with that I can get something. There we continue. And come on, cut the guarantee, please. Still nothing. No other cut on the guarantee. And the last draw for now. Okay, so let's go back in the battle pass. spend the 41 I have. No extra currency here. So I need to spend a bit more. I still have a few gems left. So let's take that back. $50, 50 gems to get 72 extra. Okay, so back to it. 39 before the next guarantee. It doesn't want to cut. Come on. I was lucky to get the costume, but for now I got nothing else. Another guarantee. The back accessory before the end. 262 draws. So this is pretty lucky, right? Normally you need 500 draws to get the back accessory, something like that. So this is cool. But still no trace of the artifact. Oh, and by the way, I got the salt as well. So this is pretty cool. But my main goal, as always, is to get the artifact. And for now, I don't have it. 262 draws. Let's continue. Nope, nothing here. And nothing here neither. I got 2 more. Nope, no more luck here for now. So let's go back in here, spend the extra roses. I got a few more. 15 more. You said I am lucky. I would prefer to get the artifact directly, you know? This is what I call very lucky. I got 15 more. I heard about the streamer luck. But this is the first time I'm streaming on that kind of event. So I was expecting to have some kind of streamer luck. So I got a few more. I got a few luck. A bit of luck, I mean. But where is the artifact? Huh. This is the question. Come on. I'm getting close to the 300. Like everyone, yes. The same luck as everyone, in fact. Okay, I feel generous today. So I'm gonna spend an extra $50 and then I'm gonna stop whatever happening. €11 in cashback. The fortune. The artifact is like your dad? Wait, why are you saying that? Okay, 72 more. Here we go again. Artifact. Mountain Powerman gear. I was able to cut the guarantee another time. Come on. Give me something more. And the crystal, by the way, so I can have more scrolls. Only 20 left. Another time the costume. Second time I cut to get the costume. I mean, on the last event, I was able to get the same luck. Same luck on the small items, but on the artifact, it's just unexisting on my account. I just can't get it before the guarantee. And nothing more. Okay, can I have some more in the battle pass? 87 more. Yes, I got 35 more. So this is pretty cool, and I'm almost at the end of the battle pass. You know, as always, maybe I'm gonna just try to complete that and then I'm gonna stop. So let's go back in here, an extra 35. I'm very close to another guarantee here on the limited rewards. Okay, I was able to cut right before the end. I got some extra soul crystals. And I got 5 more only. $404. Artifact not found. A geek joke. So, can I have some more in here with 35 more? I don't think I can. I'm currently at 466. I'm gonna have 20 more here. So if I do some math, I need to spend another 50 if I want to complete that. Let's go back in here, and that time, instead of going with the 51, I'm gonna take this one. Just gonna go with a few more only. And adjust what I need to spend then. 32 more. An artifact, come on. A mountain powerman gear, another cut on the guarantee. I got so many cuts on that guarantee today, but I can't be lucky enough to obtain the artifact. Legend of Credit Card. This is a better name. Oh, come on. Give me some more. 20 more. I'm at 498. So with 20 more, I will be at 418. I will like just a few to complete the battle pass, and I will stop after that. Nothing. Another time the costume. Dude, they want me to have that costume, right? Third time I'm getting that costume. Within 458. This is crazy, guys. To be so lucky on the secondary items and not being lucky enough to obtain the artifact. Oh man. Okay, so that one. Or maybe, you know what? I'm just gonna check my cashback, because I can probably buy this one with the remaining cashback I have. I don't have enough. There isn't the option, so I can't buy this one. But maybe I can take this one. So you know what? That's a free pack. There we go. Draws again. Nothing. I think I can claim the last rewards now. So I have 10 more. The battle pass is over. Back in here. And let's spend the remaining draws. Yeah, the 1000 PD is absolutely garbage. They should try to double the drop. If it was more accessible, maybe more players would spend to get the artifact. And because they would have more players spending, maybe they could have more money. Just a supposition. Or maybe not. Because maybe you have only like 10 super whales spending a very high amount of money on these events, and maybe it's more profitable for them to keep that because they are spending crazy amounts and they are getting more money because of these super whales. I don't know. I'm not in their studio. I don't know how much money they are doing and if it is more profitable for them to do that or to change it. But in my opinion, that would be better to have more players spending than only a few players. Closer to the 500 draws. And for now, I still don't have the artifact. This is the last draw. Nothing. Unfortunately, no artifact. I'm saying unfortunately, but hey, the artifact is not that great, so I don't really care. I was trying to get it to see if I was lucky to get it, so I could have like a few extra global stats. So with that, I want to reach the 500. I need like 14 more. And that time, I maybe have enough cash back to buy this one too. And yes, so you know what? Let's just buy this one and the $1 pack. You know what? I have enough with my remaining gems. So, the last draws. Last 10 pulls of the video, guys. Nothing more. 500 draws. Many different items. Multiple times the costume. 3 times. And no artifact. Pretty sad, but this is the game. So now, what to buy in here? I don't care about the costume. Don't care about these. The hammers. This is what I was taking all the time before, but today it costs so much hammers, so many hammers to upgrade only one level. that I don't feel like it's very, very important to take these in here anymore. Last time, I took the souls because it's way less expensive. Like for 100, I can buy that 20 times, which means 200 souls. And in my opinion, this is very important today to upgrade your souls, to have more stats. Same as the scrolls. What do you think about that? Yeah, you need the beast roll bow, but yeah, of course you're not spending 1,300 to get the bow. This is ridiculous. To have to hit one time the guarantee and then another time. Why are they doing that? They should try to lower the price. At least for the old items. So I got the souls. And then I have a 23 left. And you know what? Just for the fun, I'm not gonna take something very expensive here. I want the crown. This is a beautiful crown. I'm gonna take it. I don't recommend to do that if you have only a few just to spend for acquiring other resources. Here, I'm just wasting my resources, but you know, sometimes you're playing a game, you want to have some fun, and so I just want to see the design of that crown. To replace the crown I have at the moment. And here I can spend the extra 28, but to get nothing else. And if I go in the ranking, I'm currently top 4. Top 4 with 528 draws. This is ridiculous. I remember in the past, we had some super whales here and they were all spending and getting more than 1,000. And here the top player didn't even reach the 1,000. Maybe during the week, I don't know, but they don't feel like that event is worth the spendings. Yeah, souls are very, very strong. Souls are very, very strong, yeah. So it's time to unlock everything. And by the way, I spent so I can claim some more rewards here. Why are they calling that rewards? They are not rewards, right? They are paid stuff. Let's use the right terms. Rudy flashbacks. Yeah, Rudy, and there was Maguski, one of the biggest whale ever in the game. But he stopped the game. He was always on the top. You were trying to spend, he was always spending more than you. That was crazy. He was always top 1 in every ranking. Combo and pal combo, not for me, no thank you. I wanted to unlock the costume, so let's go here. Oh, group by success, so I have way more of these. So I will do my takes a bit later. Spin that wheel. And let's go back in here. Costume. Look at that. I got 3 times the costume. This is absurd. So 1% more global defense, 2% more. I need 1 time the costume again to upgrade 1 level. Who knows? Maybe with the free draws during the week, I will be able to acquire it. So then I got the back accessory. Yeah, normally it's in the first position. 10% more global defense. HP is better than defense in my opinion. That would have been better, but we are not shooting the stats, right? 10% global defense. By the way, let's check my defense before. At the moment, I have 1,253. Let's unlock that. And now I got like 27 more. This is not going to change many things, but at least I'm going to take less damage based on max HP, stuff like that, based on basic attack damage. Which is still cool to have some more, right? You don't get what happened. Half the server just unlocked the mounts and artifact. Really? Did they find a glitch? Or did someone decide to send them some money so their server is becoming stronger? Ah ouais, désolé, t'as raté les open, ouais. Eh, je viens juste de les faire en plus, c'est dommage. Okay, so this is over. And this is the design. I'm not a big fan of that. I like the costume though. Why not? Hmm. I don't know. I prefer this one. Yeah, I prefer this one, and I'm gonna continue using this one. For the back accessory, I don't really like having that card in the back. I prefer having nothing than having this one. This one is better. I don't like this one. This one is a bit aggressive. It's a good design, but not my cup of tea. You know, I prefer having absolutely nothing, so I'm just gonna unequip that. Now I look better. Accessory. I just unlocked a new one. Ah, yes, I have a big crown. I'm the king. Oh, okay, you are talking about the lucky spinner. They unlocked a lot of things here in the lucky spinner. This is where you saw them unlocking a lot of mounts. You don't have any mounts, only back accessories here. You heard a rumor with a whale with 10 stars cheetah. Is that true? Unfortunately for us, this is absolutely true. I don't know if it's on the European servers. I'm gonna check. I don't know if I even can see that. No, this is not here. I need to go in the ranking, in the cross-server ranked match, in the pick rank. I don't remember who it was, by the way. I don't think it is Rudy. We can't see that, by the way. Z? Why I can't open that? Okay, I need to click here. No. I don't know. We can't see the stars here. Yeah, it's Rudy with the 10 stars cheetah. Imagine, guys, this is crazy. The cheetah mount is already broken today, right? But imagine, okay, by the way, I can do that. Imagine if you upgrade your cheetah mount. You can see the upgrade preview here. At the moment, you have like 3 seconds only of damage immunity, right? And you get only 10% extra stats. If you can unlock it 5 stars, it's already heavily expensive. But imagine if you have the purple stars here, instead of 3 seconds, you are gonna have a 4 seconds and like 20%, 15 to 20% more stats everywhere. Absolutely crazy, guys. I know what you want to talk about. I don't know how you pronounce your name though. Webzy? Someone sent me a picture of that guy on the C server. He already unlocked the mount here. On the tier 15, yeah, someone on the C server unlocked that mount. This is ridiculous. I don't remember, by the way, the effect of that mount, because at the moment, when you check in the advanced section here, you can't find it here, right? But this is just because nobody unlocked it at the moment. But I know that once you get the mount, it has an effect here. I can't remember, unfortunately, what is that. Yeah, of course. Of course it carried your entire clan. Imagine having a player with that amount of power. He is just gonna destroy absolutely everyone, even with a lot of debuffs on him. And the Beast Robo 5 stars. Imagine. I mean, if you are a millionaire, then probably it costs absolutely nothing to you for you to spend these amounts of money in the game. It's like sometimes I earn between like 3,000 to 5,000 a month, and for me, I can spend like $500 in a month or $1,000, because I have nothing else to spend on, you know, in real life, and this is my kind of work. I'm earning some money through my videos and Aptoide, so I can respend the money I earn. But for other players, if they earn like 10,000 a month, they can spend more and other stuff like that, you know? I remember in the past, when I wasn't doing my content, I was spending $100 a month on my mobile games. That was my max. $7K only for Cheetah. Yes, yeah, only for Cheetah. But you know, I learned something through my content creator experience. I didn't know that so many people could spend that amount of money in video games, in mobile games. Let's call that mobile games. But when you realize that some people are spending like sometimes 10,000 a month, I've seen someday someone spending that amount in 1 month. He reached me on Discord and he was asking for some advice on things because he were a new player to the game, and he asked me some advice to progress faster in the game. In 1 month, in 1 week, sorry, the dude spent $15,000 on a mobile game. This is crazy. He told me that he was renting a few houses, and so he had a lot of money thanks to that. He was renovating some houses, renting some, and selling some others. And so he had a lot of money behind. Your wife will kill you. Yeah, of course. Of course. My wife, this is we are not married, but my girlfriend, she knows everything I'm spending in the game because we are transparent, and she is more. I mean, how to say that? I feel like sometimes I'm spending a crazy amount of money in the game. You know, I could just save all the money I earn to spending somewhere else. But I feel like this is my job. I'm working on that game and I want my channel to be entertaining. And I know that many players are spending because they are using my promo code, and this is a way to support my channel. And so I thank you so much for that, and I want to reinvest what I earn in the game. So you deserve that by spending using my promo code, right? My girlfriend works in a bank. In Rise of Kingdoms, they drop thousands a week. Yeah, this is crazy. As I said, you have so many people spending crazy amounts. And I heard about Raid Shadow Legend and Summoner's War. People... The games are just so expensive that the people spend thousands every week. I already heard, I even heard about people buying absolutely everything you had in the shop, daily and weekly and monthly. And this is just completely insane, guys. You can't imagine the money some players are spending in mobile games. Yeah, you want to sell some feed pics? Do that. People spend crazy amounts for everything in the world. I'm pretty sure that, you know, just a simple thing. I'm pretty sure that today you can buy a sweatshirt and you can sell that like double the price you bought it. Just, you are, how to say that? You can do a very weird design and you are just saying that it's a very good item, very expensive. You can double the price and make it very expensive, and people are just gonna buy your stuff because they feel like it's how do you say that? Something deluxe? Luxe? No, I don't know how to translate that. But you know, it's something, a brand. And people are spending just to have some brand and just to show to other people, hey, look at that, I bought something very expensive, I'm above you. You have a lot of this mentality when you have a lot of money. Because it gives you a lot of dopamine when you are spending crazy amounts of things. You feel like very happy because you have that money, you spend that money, and the more you spend, the more you feel good because you just feel like you accomplished something and you bought your stuff. No, I'm not investing in anything at the moment. I just built my new house recently, and by the way, this is not a big house, 80 square meters only, and I have some troubles at the moment. I am in, how do you call that? Legal procedures, something like that, because there are a lot of things that are not done correctly, and normally, according to the lawyer, we should destroy the entire house to redo it completely. Okay, it's a good house, I can live inside, but there are a lot of troubles inside, and at the moment, I am in legal procedure with against my constructor. This is terrible. Constructor house, you spend... the house cost me like $255,000, and I evaluated the house, and if I want to sell it today, it's gonna cost only $130,000, and I spent $250,000. So investments are not for me at the moment. Maybe later when I will end that procedure, maybe when the house is gonna be over and stuff like that, maybe I will think about investing somewhere. I don't know. If I had the chance to redo something about my house, I wouldn't do it. In fact, I was very short at the beginning on my budget, and so I decided to go with a constructor instead of another. And that was the mistake. I had a better feeling with the commercial because he was very nice. He gave me a good ideas, but I should have decided to go with the other one. He was less friendly, but it was a bit more expensive, and I decided to go with the other one. And so they decided to hire only people from, I don't know how to say that without being racist, you know? But I live in France, and these people couldn't say at least one word in French. Everything in the house were done badly. And if I had to change something today, I would wait until I have more money and spend more money to have a better agency, a better company working on my house. And this is the mistake I did. Ouais, Mehdi, juste pour dire en français, ma maison elle a plein de problèmes. Si tu veux, il faudrait péter le carrelage, rehausser les baies vitrées et rajouter une rangée de parpaings dans le haut parce qu'il n'y a pas l'aération dans le plafond. C'est plein de problèmes. A lot of troubles in the house. Yes, that's it, Mehdi. Thank you, David. Yeah, this is a bit sad. I mean, today it's true, but everything is absolutely very expensive. So when you want to build a house, or even, you know, sometimes I'm crying. It's very weird. Here, it's not an issue for me to spend on that mobile game because, as I said previously in my video, this is my job and I'm spending the money I earn through doing my videos, right? So it's an investment in my opinion. I see the things like that. But when I'm going to buy some clothes, for example, sometimes I want to cry when you see that some clothes cost like $100 the clothes just for one shirt or something like that. Sometimes I don't understand, and everything costs way too much today. And if you want to build a house today, if you want to hire good workers, of course they are going to cost way more than the others. But you need to have in mind that if you don't spend more money to hire more qualified people, then you will get some trouble in the future. You have the same for your bathroom. This is terrible. This is terrible. And you know, you decide to spend some money to hire some qualified people because you think that they are going to do the job better than you. And in fact, you just spent your money and they did the things worse than you could have done it. This is ridiculous. But hey, I'm not here to talk about my issues. The goal was to talk about the game. So let's just complete my quest. The workers were Portuguese, so impossible to communicate with them. I had some that were Portuguese and they did a good job. Even if they didn't know how to talk, I don't know, maybe they were qualified. But the other ones, I don't know how you call that. The chimney? Do we say that? You know, where you have you put the wood inside and you put some fire and so it's warming the room, you know? They put the chimney in front of the door. 3 meters next to the initial location. Yes, they are very good. Generally, they are. Okay, so let's claim everything in here. Need to do some more draws with my pals, kill more enemies. So let's go in here. Generally, I'm using that one time. Nothing legendary. Same for the pals. No legendary. Do you know where to buy the new emotes? I think when you are chatting. Oh, wait. No, you have some in the family, bro, if I remember correctly. You have some in the exchange shop here. You have the Neil emote and you have the cute emote. If you are talking about the new ones at the moment that are on Discord, they are not accessible yet in the game. Oh, and by the way, there is something fun that I would like to talk about the Discord. Because it seems like some of you guys are having a lot of fun. Remember if I have it. These are the pass. The star array pass. What is that pass? Oh, I'm muted. Now you can hear me, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can hear me now. You can find my Discord invite link in the description of my videos. You have my own ID, so you can contact me directly by DM, and you have also my own Discord. Yeah, I understand. I know why it's muted. It's just because when I was doing some content on another game, when I pressed that shortcut on the keyboard, I was muting my microphone, so I need to disable that. I don't remember where I put that. Need to go to the parameters, to the shortcuts, and I'm pretty sure that I can find that somewhere. Okay, I got it. Just gonna delete these two, and normally now if I switch, you should still hear my voice. Battle Pass, the star array. Battle Pass. I have the star hero pass here. Are you talking about that? or are you talking about the battle pass? No, this is not the star array here. It's worth the $10 for the pools, in my opinion. Ah, yeah, the star array. This is the name here. Yes, in my opinion, this is worth the spendings. In fact, no, I don't know. I don't think that here you have a lot of income through the cards you have here, to be honest. You can try to buy that pass so you're going to have more cards, but over time, keep in mind that you can get some coins that you can spend to get some more cards. And once you have the cards you need, then you don't need that pass. If you have this one for an archer is the best one. If you don't have that, let me show you what I'm using with my warrior class. Ta-da! This is the one. This is the one I'm using with my warrior class. You have this one, you can use it as main skill. You have some more current AoE basic attack damage. When you are using a tanky build, you want to deal some damage based on max HP, so it's profitable for you. And you have only 15 seconds. And when you are using this one with the passive here, the faster you can cast the main active skill, the more you are going to have the shield. 5% for 5 seconds. So this is a good combination. And of course, I have this one. So if you are lucky, you can get it. You are going to reduce the attack of the target by 8.9% because I have 2 stars for 5 seconds. This is pretty cool. But the star heroes are not very, very efficient today. I don't feel like they are. And even the stats that they are giving to you are not very worth the investment. No, this is not what I wanted to do. And I don't have the right class equipped. I'm probably gonna die. Or maybe not. It's just gonna take forever. Using a tanky build in PvP. But apparently I can deal pretty much damage. A pretty nice amount of damage. I can click on skip. I was able to win. Okay, but look at the stats. This is normal for me. I have way more stats, so this is normal for me to win. Even with the wrong build, I mean. So here, I wanted to show you something. When you go and compare your stats with other players, you can check your HP, attack, and defense. And you can go here, and you have the star heroes. I upgraded some of them, and it's giving to me only 3,000%, which is ridiculous. Because when you check the others, with the ring you have a 63,000, so way above, and with the back accessory parking slots, 100 and more, okay? So this is ridiculous, the star heroes, they are not giving you anything. I tried to join your Discord server, but I sent you a friend request on my Discord. Normally you don't need to send me a friend request if you want to join my Discord. If you want to exchange, to discuss directly with me on DMs, yes, probably, but one last thing, are there certain avian to breed to get the multiple shots? I've been working on it like a month, but still nothing. In my opinion, I tried many different ones. For PvP, if you are using a DPS build, I feel like this one is going to be the best. Because you can use it even on other DPS classes thanks to the no speeding, and multiple shots will help you to deal some more damage based on current HP of the target. So it can help you. But if you are facing a tanky player, they are not going to try, even especially if they are a martial sage, they are not going to try to control you. Generally, they deal some damage based on max HP, and they are very tanky, and your goal is to deal some extra damage. So if you are using the Sunshine Bringer, it's not a good one to increase your damage. I tried Michelle, because every 15 stances of damage taken, you are going to deal some extra damage, and 2% based on your current HP. If you want to use that, you need to have a lot of HP on your character. It's not the most efficient one. I feel like this one can be pretty good, but the 5% extra attack you get during the fight is not that worth it neither. I tried this one as well, because I have multiple shots too on this one. Every time you're gonna heal, you will deal some damage based on current HP to the target. It's a bit more effective, I would say, than Michelle, but still not the right one to use. I haven't tried this one yet. You have some more damage apparently, but someone, I trust that person, he is doing a lot of tests, and he told me that this wasn't a good avian to use to increase your damage. So I don't recommend to go and use this one. At the moment, I am still trying to upgrade this one, the Firefly. And in my opinion, this is the best one to use because it's helping you to reduce the damage resistance of the target by 15% for 5 seconds and every 16 seconds. Today, warriors have a crazy amount of damage resistance, so the more you can reduce, the more the damage you are going to deal. The Bell Ring is the only avian that has multiple shots. And in fact, it's not that true. If you want to have multiple shots on the avian of your choice, you need to have that in mind. You can't proc that affix directly on that avian if you are breeding that avian. You need to go here and check an avian with multiple shots. And by the way, I don't remember the one it was. Let's just check and try to find the multiple shot affix. Not on this one. Not here. Not there. Multiple shots, okay? You have it here. Okay, this is the one called Bell Ring. So you need, if you have no one on your server with multiple shots, you need to breed that avian until it procs the multiple shots. And once that avian has the multiple shots, you can try to breed that avian with the other avian of your choice and pass down the multiple shot affix. So this is how it works. What build for a Row God to fast clear the stage? It depends on the items you have. In my case, this is my build for the campaign, but I have many artifacts and stuff like that. If you want to clear the stage fast using an Arrow God, the artifact, this one is gonna help you a lot. If you have no artifact, just equip the Cloud Drifter. This is the best one to increase your damage, a free-to-play one, I mean. And with the back accessory, this one is good too. This is another one that you can acquire for free through the Lucky Spinner. If you have all of these, try to have that hammer as well, because this is another one, the only artifact you can get through a Lucky Spinner. Once you have these, on your avian, try to have Rage Bonus Room combo. Best ones to get more damage. And then try to increase your crit rate and combo to the maximum. Crit damage and combo multiplier to the maximum. These are the base stats you need to focus on. You can do that with your souls and with your scrolls. And after that, there are some skills. If you have some waves of enemies or some bosses that need a lot of time to reach you, you want to use the Thorn Thicket to reduce their movement speed. And then everything to increase your damage. That one to stay alive longer. The Smoke Bomb, the 100 slashes, and this one to increase your attack speed. And in PvE, you want to use the Clone. It's going to help you to survive longer and deal more damage. And you are talking about the Meteor Feather. I'm going to talk about that a bit later. For the pals, you can use the Awl to increase your attack speed. This one to reduce the movement speed of enemies is another good one that can be very useful in PvE content, but not on bosses though. On bosses, you want to remove this one and use everything to increase your combo or crit damage, and for that, you have the Red Banana. If you have it, this is a good one, but paid one. And if you don't have it, you can use this one and the Octopus. You will have more damage. The Treasure Dragon gives you a lot of crit damage. A great one to use. The Hydro Sprite is great to reduce your cooldowns and stuff like that. So this is what you need to focus on. Yeah, the Honey Guard is the bee avian. So I wanted to say that with my avians, I tried the Meteor Feather because I have it on that avian. It's ridiculous. I need to try that with a tanky combo regen build. Maybe it's gonna help to survive longer, but I don't recommend to use that. I I will try later to be sure once I will have my full combo regen build, but it was bad. I tried that and maxed out the level of my avian to 100, so I got like 0.2%, but 50% chance to restore that is ridiculous. I am trying to pass down the rage slash, by the way, here, because with my tanky build, I feel like having more attack is gonna help me to deal more damage with my combos, and also with my basic attack, sorry, and also with my skills dealing damage based on max HP. My PvE classment, I haven't tried to push more the campaign, but if you want to know, I am top 3 at the moment. But I am behind very, very strong players. If we compare the stats, you see the difference? That guy has like 132 million power. Most of the time, the sages disarm you. It depends on the build. You have so many different builds. You have some that are playing very tanky with the shield, the heal skill, and that are trying to reduce your attack speed, but they are not trying to stun you or whatever. Because they will deal some damage every time you are gonna attack them, like counter strikes. Because the goal for them is to go with the guard. I don't remember the name, you just say that in the comments. This one, the honeypot warrior with punch counter. And so every time they are getting attacked, they are gonna counter and deal some damage based on max HP, on current HP, sorry. So they don't want you to be disarmed, because if they control you, they will receive less attacks and they will deal less damage. Hello John from Philippines. 50% chance for 0.2% HP. You know, in fact, I don't feel like the Meteor Feeder and stuff based on combos are very worth it, because warrior build in PvP are reducing by a lot your attack speed. So you won't release a lot of attacks, and because of that, you won't heal that much, right? I'm just gonna try to show you, but I want to change my build. I'm gonna go with my offensive build. This is the one I'm currently using in PvP. Let's just change my preset. I'm not gonna use this one that time. Let's use this one. And let's go in the cross-server rank match. Let's try to find a strong warrior. Not a very high amount of stats here. This is a bit better here. I'm gonna try that fight and let's just see if I'm getting less attack speed. Apparently not, he's not using the snow sprite, so I won't have less attack speed. So in that case, I can release all my attacks, and so I will deal more damage. But if they are using everything to reduce your attack speed, then you will struggle to attack, and you will have less efficiency on the Meteor Feather, on the multiple shots, and on stuff like that. It's hard to tank, you think? Without the disarm? Yeah, we have a few differences between the two servers. I mean, with the text. Okay, so that was the fight, and I just want to show you the build I'm currently working on. So this is my warrior build. This is a kind of hybrid build, okay? If I show you the stats, I have like 37% crit rate, which is terrible, 36% combo, 33% counter, and yeah, I changed many things in fact. This is a work in progress build. I want to try with a full counter regen and a full combo regen. This is what I'm planning to do in the future, but if I show you the rest of my stats, I have like, where is my regen? 7.2%. This is not a lot, but this is still efficient. I have 615 billion HP, a pretty high amount of attack, and if I check my other stats, where is my combo multiplier? This is very, very low. This is probably not the... I need to change the things. What did I change? I was more tanky the last time I tried. Global HP here only. My warrior talents. Counter here. This is probably this one that I changed. Oh, the avian is not the right one. By the way, I need to change that. This is the one I was using. Yeah, you need to level up your HP, and same as me, in fact. I need to level up my HP because I was working on my attack so far, and I'm lacking some HP in many things. And there is something that I feel like it's gonna be better than multiple shots. If you are using a Sacred Hunter class, you will deal some damage on every basic attack you deal based on your current HP. So if you have a lot of HP, and if you are built with counter regen, you have more chance to land counters than to land combos if the targets are reducing your attack speed. This is what I think, and so I feel like using the B, even if you are using the Sacred Hunter, it might be a good idea. But I need to work on that. And it's taking so much time to have the right avians with the right affixes. There are so many things that are taking forever in the game, so I just can't try that right now. So is that my real tanky build? I feel like I'm missing something. Here it's helpful to deal some damage over time based on max HP, but generally if I want to be more tanky, I'm going with that so I have an extra shield. And with the artifact, this one is cool. No, in fact, I just feel like I have the right things equipped. It's just probably because of my scrolls. I have a few more scrolls, by the way. My warrior set. Yeah, why not? This is probably not what I was thinking to use in main position. You know what? Yeah, let's just reset everything. This is terrible. Here, I want a very tanky build. This is my goal with a tanky class. So let's put some points in here. Then I want to increase my crit resistance. Very important to face crit damage dealers. Put some points in here for the damage based on max HP. And there I want to use some basic attack. Upgrade that a bit and upgrade my attack here at the top. You know what? Let's just put something like that. Have a good day too, matey. And thanks for coming here. Should I buy the Draconic Resonance on the Brawl Shop? It depends. If you are asking me the question, it means that probably you are more closer to the early game than the end game. So players in front of you in PvP don't have a lot of HP. And so you don't really need to use the Draconic Resonance if you are not facing players with a very high amount of HP. And by very high, I mean above like 500 billion HP. I don't recommend to use that skill if the target has less than 500 billion. So yes, then I decided to lower that stat. And now this is what I have at the moment. So let's check my damage resistance. 31%, which is very high for a Sacred Hunter class. And crit resistance at 2300. I feel like I could have better than that. Let's check my enchants to see what I have here. Combo damage res, crit resistance. Feel like I can have more here. Your YouTube is bugging, you can't hear me. That's pretty sad. Apparently people can hear me now. So I wanted to go in PvP just to change my preset to warrior. So now it's my tanky build. I'm not using the most tanky thing ever, okay? I just want to see how long I can survive when I face a Plume Monarch. So let's try to find one with a pretty high amount of attack, close to my power, so this is great. I'm gonna try to face that player. Just to see if I can survive. And I'm not using a warrior class. Okay, so he's using the clone and many things to deal damage to me. But he's not very tanky, so my damage based on max HP are not very worth it. So I could survive 20 seconds. I can change a few things and become more tanky. If I want to use my tanky build, of course, I don't need to have any combo at all. I don't need to have any crit damage at all. And for the other stuff, I will deal some damage. You know what? I just don't care. I just don't care. So let's reset everything here. And increase more my HP like that. Then my crit resistance, this is very important. I'm going to put like 260. And my defense to 40 at least. This is a bit better. And now I still want to increase a bit my basic attack damage because my damage are gonna come from my basic attack damage. I'm talking about the damage based on max HP. And a bit my attack as well. 230. Yeah, you know what? Let's just increase that a bit more. 35. But now if I check my stats again, normally I should have more regeneration rate, close to 8%, and a bit more HP and defense. And crit resistance, I'm closer to the 3000%, but it's still not enough. Let's check my talents. Just want to see if I have the 20 on 20 here. Yes, and on the sorcery, I have it too. Then I need to upgrade my combo damage resistance. I can put some more points in here, so this is going to be a bit better. I upgraded my HP everywhere. This is very important too if you want to survive. And I feel like it should be already a bit better than before. So let's check again my stats. Close to 8% regeneration. This is probably because I'm not using the... Yes, I have the panda equipped. Why am I missing some? On the talents, I'm pretty sure that on the tame beast tree, yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, that's the reason why. I don't have it, so I need to remove something somewhere. Maybe this one. I don't really know. Salut Hedas. Let's just reset what I have here on the tame beast. I'm gonna try to go more tanky, I suppose. Can I buy this one? Yes. Let's upgrade my healing here to the maximum. And now I feel like I'm gonna go to the top to have some more combo damage resistance. Some players are saying that it's better to unlock this one on the right, this one at the top so you have some launch rate, and then go here so you have the wand. If you are facing tanky players, this is pretty cool to take that. But in my case, I just want to survive versus Archer class. Ça va bien et toi? Okay, so normally now if I check my stats, I have more than 8% regeneration. Crit resistance is still a bit less than 3000. Combo damage is 75%, which is pretty high. The max is 80% now. But it's pretty interesting to have a bit more, because when you are facing monarchs with their active skill, main skill here, they are reducing by 40% your combo damage resistance during 8 seconds. So many players recommend to do that. So I wanted to test that in here, so let's try another strong plume monarch. Let's try to find one with a pretty nice amount of power. Here. Yeah, this is close to the previous build. So let's check that. To see if I can survive. Before I answer that question, can you tell me why you want to use the PAL class? Because in fact, that class is the worst one we have in the game. You can build a tanky build if you want for PvP. In that case, you are going to be tanky, but if you want to go tanky, just use a martial sage. You will have more damage resistance, and you will have more shields and regeneration. This is the best thing to use. Okay, so I died, but that was a bit better than before. And I'm using a Sacred Hunter class though. Le nouvel arc, il est pas top, non. Je recommande pas d'aller chercher, à moins que tu veuilles jouer une classe pâle. Ça va te donner quelques dégâts supplémentaires sur les pâles, mais c'est plus handicapant qu'autre chose. The pal combo regen, yes. I already made a video showing that in the past. That was pretty well, but today everybody is switching to the warrior class because, let's be honest, you know what, I'm just gonna show you. You saw right now the efficiency of that build to tank in PvP. I'm just gonna reset my class. Go back to the warrior class. Swordsman. This one, the Swordmaster. There we go. And here, let's just reset that. This is not what I want to use. You know what? I already have that on the mage here, so let's use that. High HP, high crit res, and high defense. So if I go back in here, 8.33% here. I have a bit more crit resistance, close to 3000%. 75% combo damage resistance, which is pretty high too. And what do I have then? Where is my damage resistance? 46%. Ouais, bisous à toi aussi, hélas. Bon après-midi. And I have more HP and more defense. And that class is a nightmare in PvP. By the way, I suppose that I can change something here. In the Fury, I need the healing at the top. I need that on the left. I'm just going to reset that. I need the healing. I need to increase my combo damage resistance because the goal is to tank. I need more HP. I need the crit resistance there. And the healing at the top. I need the HP here. Let's upgrade my defense as well. 11, why not? For now, I don't care about the rest. Let's go on the archery. 20 on 20 here. This is cool. On the sorcery now. I want to have the wand on the left. The cooldown reduction. This is cool too. And now on this one, let's reset. People are saying to go here at the top. And to go here on the right. To take the wand. Instead of the extra healing. So let's take that. So on the sorcery, yes, I need to change something here. I need to take this one because I want to go at the top and take some extra combo damage resistance. The goal is to have the more tanky class ever. Upgrade my HP to 20 on 20 everywhere. Like that. And I think that I can't take this one because I already have all the skills. So I have a lot of feathers to spend. You know what? Let's just spend them in here to have some more basic attack resistance. In the sorcery. I feel like I'm missing something. The HP here. Basic attack. Yeah, you know what? Let's just increase that a bit more. And I have no feather left. So normally now, I should have way more combo damage resistance. Yeah, way more. I have like 80%. I missed something somewhere. 20, 20 as well, 20, and I got only 10. Yeah, this is my mistake. So let's just reset that and I'm just gonna redo it. So I needed to do that here on the left. The same on the right. Crit resistance to the max. Skill damage to the max. I'm just curious and want to try Pile class because now I have all eternal gears for Pile class. I would like to try it and have a good score using that class too. But in fact, unfortunately, it's not doable today because the piles are terrible in terms of damage. So the class is bad at the moment. It's not doable to use the class in both PvE and PvP at the moment. So let's upgrade my HP to the max. Combo damage to the max as well. My talents, my attack, And I feel like now it's a bit better. I still have a few feathers to spend, so I can increase a bit more my stats. So I have a bit less than 8% here for the regeneration. I'm close to the 3000% crit resistance. I'm still lacking some combo. I forgot to upgrade that. You know what? Let's go back on the Tame Beast and upgrade that to the max, so I will have 5% more. So now I should be at 85%, which is a bit higher. So let's go back in here, cross-save a ranked match, try to find another Monarch. Already tried that one, so I can't retry this. Can I find another strong one? It's a very hard task to try the build. Let's see that if it's the right build. Yes, unfortunately, this is the right power. Come on, another one here. 122 million. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is what I was looking for. So let's try versus that player. There we go. Let's see if I can survive better than before. I'm taking already a pretty high amount of damage. But I can heal. But over time, he's probably going to acquire some more attack speed and some more crit rate and crit damage. And attack. Yeah, now I'm taking more damage than before. It's working, but I'm pretty sure that I can improve that build. I just need to change a few things. And I'm currently working on that, but I'm working on so many things at the moment that it's taking me forever to try things. Oh, and by the way, he was using the cheat amount. But yeah, there is nothing more to say. The Martial Sage is just the best tanky class we have in the game at the moment. Any recommendation for generals? What do you mean by generals? Overall in the game, you mean? To progress faster and stuff like that? There are a few things that I can recommend if it's the case. First of all, the best thing to do in the parking wars. Yes, of course I need some ignore combo, and with my build I have some ignore counter because I wanted to try something working well on tanky build. So this is a bit ridiculous. You are right, I need to put some more ignore combo on my stats. So my recommendations in general, try to unlock these mounts. I'm gonna show them to you. Yes, if I go to the remodeling, that's gonna be better. So you have, first of all, that one of the best to have in the parking wars. You can acquire some scrolls. This is the best thing to do as fast as you can. So with that, you are gonna have so many scrolls in that content that you will have a crazy amount of main stats. Then you have that mount. You can acquire it through the lucky spinner, and you have some more scrolls as well. You have this one. This is a paid mount. I don't know if we will have some returning events in the future to get this mount again. Same comment for this one. And you have as well some souls, and this is perfect. The combination of the scroll and the souls is amazing for your progression. This one as well, you have some scrolls on it. Same for the boat. Same for the panda. Same for that pumpkin. You have some scrolls and some souls as well. Same for the crocodile. And then you have some others. You have this one, you can acquire it over time by spending your clockwinders, by upgrading your mount. Scrolls as well. A great mount that can be acquired for free. Then you have the Blue Ox. A great mount early game for a Plume Monarch build in PvP to reduce the duration of controls. You can acquire it through the Lucky Spinner, and you have some scrolls as well. You have the Blue Dragon. Same comment. Amazing mount for the rewards in Parking Wars. You have some scrolls and you have some souls as well. This one, same comment. Scrolls here too. And unfortunately on the others, you can't get some scrolls. But if you have all these mounts, always spark these mounts and you will have a lot of extra scrolls daily. This is the best thing you can do in the game to have some more power. If I show you my scrolls today, I wasn't doing that before, and so I could have had way more scrolls, in fact. If I show you on that build, reset everything, I have 5,359. I know many players with like 7,000. I also know some players with 10,000 scrolls, because they were doing that before. I'm sorry, bro. I don't understand the Russian, so if you can translate on Google and write that in the chat, that would be better to understand. Thank you. So the scrolls, very important. Then your red diamonds. You need to spend some when you are early game to upgrade your mount until you reach the tier 7, so you can have that mount. And this is a good one to have for the parking wars. But it requires a lot of red diamonds. But once you have that, then you can spend all your remaining red diamonds for your souls. And here you will get a lot of essence and you will upgrade by a lot your extra stats. So this is what I recommend. Okay guys, it has been a long time already, 2 hours of stream and a half. I'm gonna end the stream here. So that was a pleasure to do my first stream on Legend of Mushroom. I hope that you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comment below what did you think about everything I said during these 2 hours. I'm pretty sure that many players are not gonna watch my stream during 2 hours though. I'm gonna let the rediffusion of the stream for the players who are curious about that. Have a really nice day and thank you for coming here in the chat and talking with me. That was a very good moment. Have a really nice day. Take care and see you on the next one. Bye bye everyone. And good luck, by the way, for the different events. And don't forget to send me the screenshots if you can acquire the artifact here within a few draws only. I'm gonna upload it later. It's gonna be uploaded and available normally directly when I'm gonna close the live. If I remember correctly, it works like that. But maybe I'm gonna do some montage. I don't know, 2 hours. If I need to edit a video lasting 2 hours, it's gonna take forever. So I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna work on that for the draws. At least I'm gonna do something. So guys, have a really nice day. Take care. And see you all the next time. Bye bye.